We are meeting a Decatur elementary student who jumped into action when his classmate started choking, saving his friend's life.
Oh, just hit you right here. 11 Alive's Brittany Klein-Peter got to sit down with that fifth grader to hear his story.
It was just your average school day when Chandler Gibson says he saw his classmate choking on an apple. He tells me he didn't even hesitate to help. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an NFL player.
An NFL player?
Yes.
He believed he could, so he did. That inspirational quote describes this 10-year-old perfectly.
And when he is interested in things, he goes all in. And as he proved with something like this.
My friend started choking right here, so I got up, then helped him.
Chandler says it was just days earlier when he came across a Heimlich tutorial video.
I usually watch YouTube like that, and it popped up.
To think, I see a peer choking, I'm going to remain calm, utilize what I've learned online to save their life. Yes, he really is a true superhero.
A superhero without a cape.
Now you are a leader in the school.
But with what some would call the superpower of having faith in himself.
It makes me feel like, my parenting haven't gone in vain,
Big smile, Stanley.
With an attitude that more of us could learn from.
Anything else you wanted to say?
And I want to say, I hope you have a great weekend.
And here's the thing. Doing the right thing, sometimes it's contagious. It just takes one person to start.
Exactly.
And it has this chain reaction. So Chandler's heroics, actually, they inspired the school staff to train all of their students and staff on how to perform the Heimlich maneuver because they know that it could save a lot of lives, which, frankly, when I was younger, back in the 1700s, was kind of standard procedure.
Yeah, having the Heimlich.
I was a little alarmed that it had fallen out of favor.
Oh, thank goodness for videos.
The point is, everything changes, but the bread and butter, the basics are things you should always know, including the Heimlich, and have a first aid kit on hand at all times, because we can't all have a young Chandler. Let's go to him now and his mother, Jennifer. Okay, all right, can everyone there, can you see and hear Santa?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to make sure I'm looking at a small Santa. My eyes aren't what they used to be. So as we do this here with the new technology and zoom and time facing, that looks like Jennifer. And is that Chandler Gibson?
Yes.
Chandler Gibson. Oh, I've heard a lot about you. How are you doing, my boy?
Doing good.
Yeah, did you have a good year this year?
Yes.
Want to tell us a little bit about you? I hear that you had some pretty big events. You were on a local news story for helping out one of your fellow students.
Yes.
What happened, Chandler? Because it's important for everyone to hear that. Your story can inspire a lot of people to do good work and help other folks at their schools.
Okay, so what happened was I learned this stuff on YouTube. My friend started choking on an apple. So I jumped in action. So I did a Heimlich maneuver. Heimlich maneuver.
It's a tough word even for Santa. It's an old Germanic word, Heimlich. Sounds aggressive, but it's actually to help save. Now, Chandler, where did you learn to do the Heimlich?
I learned it on YouTube Shorts. I watch YouTube a lot and stuff. So I learned it.
And you just knew right away when you saw a fellow student choking, you knew to jump into action. When did you make that decision? Because a lot of people would sit there and they'd get scared and not do anything.
Yeah, so how did I make that decision I was thinking, so I remembered to jump in action and save his life. He won't pass out.
That's incredible. And he ended up being okay, Chandler, right?
Yes.
Now, do you think that maybe some more students there at your school will be doing the same thing next time they see someone doing that?
Yes, definitely.
Well, I hope they follow your example. You know, that's one thing that Santa's always tried to tell people. You know, a lot of people get tied up with the gifts and the coal and the reindeer. That's a lot of fun. But really what Santa's trying to do is set an example where you help people with no expectation of something in return, just because it's the right thing to do.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. Now, I know that also Jennifer, you'll tell me, Mom, has he been, outside of the heroics, has he been a good boy this year?
Yes, Chandler is a very helpful big brother. He's not only is he a hero to the world, but he's a hero here with our family as well. He's a big help, and he definitely does what he's supposed to do. I couldn't be any prouder than I am.
So that's fantastic. And what kind of things do you do, Chandler, to help Mom around the house with brother?
I make sure my brother stay in check and do not mess up the room, because I do not want my mama to have a stress day. I want her to have a great day.
He keeps him in check. Oh, that's wonderful. Does he do that, Jennifer? He keeps him in check?
He does. He does. He keeps them on top of things, definitely.
And Chandler, do you help around the house? Do you help with chores and cleaning up?
Yes.
Well, that's a good thing to do, not only for your mom, but, you know, it's good for you, because if I remember correctly, you're still very into football. Is the Atlanta Falcons, are they still your number one team?
Yes.
Okay. And so one day you'd like to play football?
Yes.
Well, you know,
For the
for the Falcons. What if you know, what's your safety? The Cowboys? Not the Lions.
No.
No.
What's your back?
My backup team is the Ravens.
The Ravens. Okay. All right. You know, because, you know, the Lions, they pretty much get coal every year.
Yes. The Ravens, they got good players, especially Lamar Jackson, like one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Okay. Well, you know, the good thing about doing chores is, you know, Santa's a lot bigger than people realize. And
Yeah.
never once seen the gym. It's all from a life of manual labor. Feeding the reindeer, I have to move hay bales, and that, have you heard of the term farmer strength?
Yes.
That's just, if you do those things, you help your mom, you know, help if she needs you to clean the floors or even dishes. That'll help you get strong and help you become a better athlete, increase those chances of playing football.
Yes.
Well, I hope to see you one day out there in the field. Takes lots of practice. And what about basketball, though? Is that something that maybe you're entertaining too?
Yes, I play basketball a lot. Like, we got a basketball, like, goal in our backyard.
Oh!
I go back, train, and stuff.
But you'd rather play football if you had your choice professionally?
Yes.
Well, how does Mom feel about that? Because there's a lot of talk. Even here at the North Pole, you know, we do have... It used to be a full-contact elf football league, but the conversation of CTE has arisen. So, Jennifer, do you have a preference of football or basketball?
I would prefer basketball, but he's definitely more into football. I just try to stay positive and hope for the best, because it is a very physical sport. His little brother plays football as well, but he's on a different team and they travel and things like that. So Chandler, you know, he sees that. So it's really what he enjoyed doing, you know. So I just try to stay positive and just hope that he doesn't, you know, get hurt, because it's very physical.
That's right. Well, it's a very... Oh, I see Chandler sinking his head. Is that you saying, Mom, I'll be fine?
Yes.
Look, she worries about you because your mother loves you very, very much. She actually reached out directly, didn't just send a letter. She called my direct line for Santa, said, look, my son's been very good. I want you to hear his story, and he's a very unique boy, so she loves you a lot, so it's very important that you listen to her. And if you do a lot of sports, you have to make sure you recharge and eat food, stay healthy. So, you know, you can do that with foods you like. It could be, I know you love fish and crab, and your mom actually says, and this is special, that she doesn't have any trouble making you eat your vegetables. You do that all on your own.
Yes. 2 days ago, I think it's like 1 day or 2 days ago, she made some crab legs with a salad, and I ate all my salad.
That sounds delicious. Mom, do you think maybe this year I get a little, I appreciate it, but I get a little tired of milk and cookies? Some crab legs left out don't sound half bad. Do you think you could maybe make that happen?
We make him pull that off, Santa.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. We don't get as much. You'd think Alaskan king crab, we'd have it at the North Pole, but it's a whole migration thing, the El Nino effect, so we don't have a lot of it. And I know you love your vegetables, Gibson. And you also, though, it's important to train your mind, not just your body, as you get older, right? And education is important. And are you still really I hear you're pretty good at math. Is that still the case?
Yes.
What part of math is your favorite, would you say?
I like to do like times.
Multiplication.
Yeah, multiplication and minus and pluses.
Okay, you do your addition, subtraction. Do you do long division yet?
Yes.
Oh, that could be a little bit tough, can't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Santa doesn't. It's been so long since I've done long division. I don't know if I remember. Last time I did it was, I believe, in 1864. So my memory is not exactly what it used to be. We live a long time. I have elves who do it for me. Now, Gibson, is it still what you want this year? I know you have a few things that you want for Christmas, but what is it that you really want for Christmas?
I only want a PS5.
You want a PS... Well, here's the thing. PS5s, I'm sure you've heard, have been in a little bit of a shortage this year.
Yes.
So they're hard... I'm sorry, what was that?
If I if I can't get a PS5, recommend it is to get if I can't get a PS5, I'd rather get something like some shoes and stuff.
Okay, so you don't have to get a PS5. You'd be grateful for anything you get, but you'd really like one.
Yes.
Well, there's a shortage, but the good news is, and let's hit those sleigh bells. Here at the North Pole, we have an inside lane, and if you've been very good, I can tell you about a gift early this year. This, actually, by request from your mother. I can promise you, if you eat all your crab legs and vegetables and do your long division, that you will, in fact, get a PS5 for Christmas. Oh, how does that sound?
Yes.
Yes?
Thank you.
This is, they're hard to come by. It's better than gold.
Yes.
So, look, I'm going to, but you don't get to open it until Christmas. But we have this here for you. I'm going to put it down right here and make sure that we keep it. Ooh, it's heavy.
Yes.
That means it's expensive.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
No, it is my pleasure. And just so you know, of course, there'll be more presents going over there to your household for you and Mommy. And we have some special things for Mom, too, because seems to me that Mom's done a pretty good job with you, and she deserves to get some nice things for Christmas, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
All right. What do you think your mom deserves most for Christmas?
She deserves love, and she deserves love and how much she spent money on us and work hard. I think she need something for Christmas, but I don't know what she like.
Well, that's a conversation that Santa and Mom can have. But I tell you what, of course we all love you here at the North Pole and your mother. But the most important person, do you know who the most important person is to give your mom love?
What?
That's got to be you. Give your mom a big hug for us, right? So we can all see. Show your mom how much you love her. She put all this together. Oh, look. Oh. Look at that. Oh, that just warms Santa's heart. That's why we do all of this. But make sure you do that all year round because your mom has a very tough job. But she seems to be doing pretty well. And you, of course, if you see anyone else, choking, don't be shy to use that Heimlich.
Yes.
Okay, is there anything else that you'd like to ask Santa or say to anyone at the North Pole before we let you go here this Christmas?
Have a great day and have a great Christmas.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me been on the show.
Well, no, thank you so much for doing what you do, being a great son to your mother and classmate to all of your friends at school. And please keep doing that. And Mom, keep doing a great job. And you do that, you'll get more presents at Christmas. And this PS5 will be there for you before you know it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jennifer. And thank you, Chandler. I appreciate it so much. You all have a very Merry Christmas. And I'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye now. Oh, that just warms your heart, doesn't it, Elf Gerald?
It does.
Yeah.
He gave the Heimlich maneuver. It was fantastic. A PS5. Mom gets some gifts out of it as well. It's great.
It's true. And he has, you know what is a new thing?
What?
He has two last names.
Chandler Gibson.
Chandler Gibson.
Mr. Gibson, they said. Well, you did the football reference. You called him Gibson. That's what they call him on the football field.
That's what they'll call him on the football field.
You have to use the last.
That's what he'll have on his jersey.
Yeah.
Hopefully not the Lions.
No. That's a terrible team.
They are awful. Santa loves everybody, but they're testing my patience.